kind of hold it with the collar and the leash. So when a man comes with a collar and a leash, the dog kind of...
Oh, boy.
Maybe that should have been in our conversation.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm a little bit beside myself today. Yesterday we went to the dog park. We went up into town, ran some errands, and then we went to the dog park. And unfortunately it was empty. We were the only people there. There were a couple of small dogs in the adjacent area, but in the large dog area, Lefty was all by himself. So we went in there, and we were there, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes, and, you know, milling around. And then a guy showed up with a little pit bull dog. Now, I don't consider Lefty a pit bull. You know, some people say that. He's an American Staffordshire Terrier. And pit bulls is a, you know, a generic term kind of people use for dogs that are terrier bulldog mixes. You know, you see some pit bulls, and I'm using the term now, that have the really fat head and they're shorter than Lefty and more stocky. They're mixed in with the bulldogs. So there's all kinds of mixes of dogs, you know, boxer, bulldog, terrier. They're all mixed around and jumbled up, and so you get these stocky, shorter, chunkier, more pit bull looking. I don't, you know, Lefty kind of has that look to him, but I don't ever really call him a pit bull or consider him to be one. He's an American Staffordshire Terrier. So we were there, and this guy showed up, and he had a 3-year-old female, all brown, really beautiful little dog. And she was more of that traditional pit bull look. She was shorter than Lefty, and, you know, really muscular. Probably, you know, Lefty weighs 65 pounds. I would guess she probably weighed 55 pounds. You know, overall just a little bit smaller than him, but and she seemed okay. When they first got out of the truck, you know, Lefty goes up to the gate, and I was looking at her on the other side of the fence, and I didn't like what I saw. She wasn't wagging her tail, and she was frozen, staring at Lefty. You know, and Lefty's on this side of the fence, wagging his tail, all excited, and her reaction was not a good one. And so I started thinking, oh, geez, this is not going to go well. And she didn't wag her tail at all, and then she kind of stalked up to the fence, and then he let her in, and after about 10 seconds of them sniffing each other, then she started wagging her tail, and she woke up, and I said, okay, they're going to be fine. And they jumbled around a little bit just for a minute or two, and me and the guy were talking, and she got up on the table there, that picnic table, and Lefty was out roaming around, kind of doing his own thing, and then he came over to us. She came down from the picnic table, and they went at it, and it was pretty vicious sounding. It was the, you know, Lefty's had a couple of run-ins. You saw one on a video I put up about a month ago, but this one was considerably more aggressive. And I jumped in. That dog's owner, he was a little bit older, and he wasn't able to jump in quickly, so I jumped over and got him to stop. And I saw on Lefty's ear, he got bit, and, you know, it bled immediately. You know, the ears bleed really bad. And so right here you see that mark. So it's like a slice. It didn't cut all the way through the ear, kind of skinned it. So I'm guessing her canine tooth, she bit and kind of dragged a cut across his ear, and it started bleeding really bad. And so I was looking at it real quick. I wanted to make sure the ear wasn't split. And, so I got blood on my hands, and the guy's like, "Oh, geez, is he okay?" And I said, "Well, let me go up in the truck and wipe this off, get a paper towel and see what it looks like." So we jump up in the truck real quick, and then I hear like car door and stuff. The guy took his dog, jumped in his car, and took off. I mean, and we were only up in the truck, I was just trying to wipe it off and see. And I'm not going to go to the guy and say, "Hey, you've got to fix this," It happens, dogs, you never know what they're going to do. Stuff like that happens. The fact that his dog bit, that's like a different level to me. Lefty's had run-ins with other dogs over the years, but they never bite each other. It sounds like bloody murder. It sounds like they're tearing each other up, but they never bite each other. This dog bit, and my advice to that guy, based on the dog biting and the dog's reaction when it first came up to the fence there, he's got to watch that dog. That dog is not one that I would be comfortable with all the time around other dogs. And now that it's, if it's done it before, I don't know, but it's now bit another dog, that's an issue, and that guy's got to watch that dog. And he was an older guy, and this dog is only 3 years old, so he's got a lot of years with it, so he's got to watch out. Now, I'm not a dog expert, so, as I talk about this other guy's dog, I'm just putting it in the context of what I know. I've had Lefty just over 7 years, and he's never bit another dog. And so I compare that to this guy's 3-year-old dog that has bit another dog. I just felt so bad for Lefty. And he was just talking to me and said, "Dad, get on with it and let's give away that dash cam so we can go out and do some playing, and you can quit sitting in the truck editing video." So it's time to go ahead and do the drawing. So I'm going to insert the video right now of me running the drawing this morning. And congratulations to the winner. Let's check it out and see who takes home that dash cam. All right, buddy, we'll get it done. Okay, here we go. I have entered in the link to the YouTube video. I have the keyword here for Akaso. And let's go ahead and pick us a winner. Dana H. Dana H is the winner. Congratulations, Dana. I felt so bad. We're up in the truck, and I got a paper towel on it, and it stopped bleeding pretty readily, but the amount of blood that it put out was just amazing. And it was a warm day, so Lefty's panting real hard, and I never tell him he's bad for doing that kind of stuff. That's just dog stuff, so I'm trying to kind of like comfort him and make him feel better. And so in hindsight now, it took a lot out of me. I think it meant way more to me than it did to him, as far as the severity of what happened. I don't think, he seemed totally normal. We then left the dog park there. A friend of mine stopped by, and we had a chat for several minutes, and he was fine. He was just standing around, and then we were all done up in town for the day, so we drove back to camp, and he got back here, and I hooked him up, and he went over and started lizard hunting. So I don't think it had any lasting effect on him. But it was, even today I feel so bad for him because, fighting is not his thing. Like yesterday morning, and I'll show the video right here. Yesterday morning on our walk, we met this guy with a beautiful, I think, his dog, was 7, and Lefty and him they were having a ball, really size matched to him perfectly, both very similar type dogs, and they were just having the grandest time. And That guy's dog did this thing with its feet because it happy feet. And I think I got it on the video. And the dog just like starts tapping its front paws. It's all excited and happy. And it was so cute. But that's the kind of interaction with dogs that I like to see. That little 3-year-old there got something going on. A little bit wires crossed, a little bit haywire. So it's 8:30 this morning. We're just going to pack up and go out there and hike around for a little bit. But so everybody take a moment there and wish Lefty quick healing. Thank you everybody for enjoying him as much as I do in the videos. I appreciate all of it. So everybody wish Lefty a little speedy ear recovery there, and really got to get him a new chair. Thank you all for the comments and the links to the different chairs and the dog beds and stuff like that. I appreciate that too. Okay, everyone.